Alright, what's up everybody watching this video? Thank you for clicking on it. Today, I'm going to share with you a few tips and tricks, I guess you could say, on storing your RC. So, I'm going to start off with after every run, about every time that you finish driving, you just finished racing at your local shop or you just finished bashing or whatever, this is what you should do when you come back inside. You should elevate your car, either like this, like I have right here, it's just sitting on a tire, as you can see, or you can take the tires off and hang them. I have a hanging system on my wall that I just made with a scrap piece of wood and some screws, and so far it hasn't fallen down, but it's been very helpful to just have my cars right here hanging where I can see them. It's nice to just walk in the room and see them, but it's also nice because it's my workstation, so I can just get one and bam, there it is, work on it and just hang it back up. So why do you want to do that? Why do you want to elevate your car? Because you want your suspension to be at rest. You don't want if your suspension is compressed a little bit, then your springs can wear out a little bit faster. It may not seem like much, but they will eventually lose their springiness. You also want to elevate it if you have your tires still on. Your tires will actually start to develop flat spots. I don't have any tires with me right now that do, but they will squish, develop a flat spot, and then when you start driving again, your car will be shaking and stuff, and you don't want that. Eventually, I can't say that I haven't had a flat spot that doesn't work its way out. They can work out of the foam insert, but it's just it just makes it easier if you take the tires off or if you elevate your car, so that way the flat spots won't develop. If your car is a nitro car, you want to put some kind of after-run oil, whether that be WD-40 or some kind of special after-run. You want to keep your engine nice and lubricated. Right, so if you do take your tires off, you don't want to store them. Whoops, it didn't work. If you do take your tires off your car, you don't want to just store them on your workbench like that. For one, they'll just roll off. So it's best to store them flat. Again, for one, they're stackable, but also this prevents flat spots on your foam insert. So, boom, that's what you want to do. So that's after every run. If you're storing your RC for longer, I would say longer than 6 months. 6 months might even be kind of long, but if you're storing it for a longer period of time, you're probably not going to go racing. You're probably not going to drive it. This is what I would do. That would be to loosen up your slipper. Not the slippers to keep on the side of your bed. You want to loosen up your slipper clutch because, again, just like the suspension, you don't want the slipper clutch spring to wear out while you're not driving it, because it is under load right now. The slipper clutch will loosen up, so when you do drive it again, you'll need to replace the spring. So I would say loosen up. So you want to loosen up your slipper clutch. I would say anything spring related, you want to loosen up. You also want to take the preload out of your springs. Springs wear out, they lose their springiness, they lose their, I don't know what the proper wordage for it, but they do lose their pushback. They lose their springiness. So if you're going to store your RC for a long time, you want to take all the preload out of your shocks. You want to take it out. You want to loosen up your slipper. Depending on how your servo saver is set up, we might want to loosen that up as well. Oh, another thing is that you want to loosen up the thrust screw in your ball diff as well. If you have a ball diff in a car that you're storing for a long period of time, then you'll want to loosen that up as well, because like I've been saying, springs lose their springiness. You also want to check your batteries. LiPos do have a long shelf life. That is something that I do. I check my batteries every now and again if I haven't driven them for a while. I just check them to make sure that they are still holding voltage. Also, with LiPos, you want to check them because that's how I found one of my batteries puffed in my LiPo storage area, and That would have been bad if I was going to go out and start driving and see that my LiPo was poofed. So, yes, you want to check your batteries for your transmitter, for your car, for anything that you're using batteries for. Going back to the shocks, when you start driving again, you probably want to rebuild the shocks. These little gaskets, you probably can't see that. Okay, there we go. These little gaskets at the end of the shock, whoops, the end of the spring, at the end of that seal the shock. That's what I'm trying to say. The gaskets that seal the shocks, I can't talk right now. The gaskets that seal the shocks, there we go. They can dry out, get real nice and crispy, and just break if the car's been sitting for a really long time. So you probably want to rebuild your shocks, both these and the ones in the shock caps. I've been saying springs lose their springiness. Put that in the comments if you made it to the end of the video. I would say you probably need to rebuild your diff as well, your gear diff, if you've been letting it sit for a long time. So yeah, I'm gonna say that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Don't forget to give this video a like and subscribe. Okay, so like I said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video or at the track.